So, as I mentioned earlier, Champions League came back and we had a heck of a game today from Real Madrid and Arsenal. Match today was the first leg located at the Emirates Stadium, so Arsenal's stadium. Second leg will be at the Bernabeu next week. So, um, we will get to whether or not that will affect anything when we get to predictions. But before that, let's talk about the match itself. First half, right, was to be honest, it was an all-out Arsenal affair. It's just Arsenal could not get on the end of any of the good crosses that um, Saka sent in, except for one, which was a header by Declan Rice and was ultimately saved by Courtois. And so that was probably that, and I believe another shot from Marino was their only good chances in the first half. On the flip side, Mbappe did have a couple cracks at the goal, but today he just left the shooting boots at home, and first half ended 0-0. Things really get interesting in the second half, and that's where Arsenal decided to blow open the doors, and I should say more specifically, Mr. Declan Rice, who had himself a day. Two free kicks, two direct free kick goals. Second one better than the first. And the first one was already crazy. And
Yeah,
then Arsenal finished it off with a goal from Mikel Merino to finish the match 3-0. Wow.
great match. Shocking scenes. Declan Rice. I had to order some jollof rice just because of. I swear it's right. Okay, it's over there now. But I did get some jollof rice because I was like, "Yo, he showed up today." Uh, the free kick. Oh my God, both free kicks. I agree. Technically, the second one is better because it was top right corner. Courtois near post was the far corner too.
Oh
But I
man.
really loved the first one.
Oh,
I don't know
the first
why.
one was insane. The first one
The
was
first
insane.
one, like the curve on that ball, it was
That ball went out so wide and just curved all the way back in. That was
literally like
insane. Insane.
90 out of 100 free kicks like that are hitting the post or going out. But that one just, yeah, Declan Rice showed up. I guess I'm not gonna say he justified the price tag. But like, man, he really looked like 100 million midfielder today, and Real Madrid could not cope. They could
I
not.
don't know. I would say he's definitely, worked up to the price tag of 100 million. I mean, this isn't the first time, although this is an extreme example of his abilities and what he can do given the freedom, but this isn't the first time he's been free, so to speak, to kind of just have a more offensive output in the match itself and come up with a couple goals. I mean, I think we've been seeing that a lot, quite a bit this season. I think we're seeing it a lot more now that it's for sure they don't have a striker up front, with both of their strikers and Jesus and Kai being injured, I believe. And so um, right now they're doing the best that they can, and that involves Declan Rice going up and being the striker his damn self. Today he had 5 shots, three on target, 2 goals. It was crazy. Even before the hat trick, I mean, hat trick. Even before the two free kick goals, he was a constant threat. Even before he started, sending off shots, he was making himself available in the final third. His link up play with on either side with both Saka and just a phenomenal day he had. Um, Looking at the Real Madrid side, what is there to say about this performance?
Oh man, like I was definitely gonna comment on this because it's a whole lot of the Madrid players didn't do this, been stepping over each other, trying to force it. Mbappe was decent, but it's like I think they just got out tactic. To be honest, I think Arteta definitely should get some praise for this game plan that he
Hmm.
did. and he effectively neutralized Real Madrid. Ancelotti, there's been a lot of talk about Ancelotti's like vibes and winning, but when you come up against a team like Arsenal and Arteta, where they know exactly how they want to play, what they want to do, and they actually did believe in themselves this time, and they didn't allow Real Madrid to get back in the game at all. They shocked them with the first one, hit them again with the second one. Declan Rice, obviously more to Declan Rice, like really stepping up when his team needs it. Like
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
why you pay that much for those type of players. When you don't have a striker, you're missing. Yeah, Odegaard was low key missing. I'm not. Let's not forget Odegaard went missing,
He,
and
he, 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 okay, well, he wasn't a threat on goal,
he
like
was a
Marino,
passenger.
like Marino and Declan Rice. He was participating in the link-up play. He did find himself in some dangerous positions in the final third, linking up with Saka and such. So I think it is a bit unfair to say he was a passenger. He definitely had some participation in
It
there.
is fair to say he was the worst Arsenal player on that pitch. Not that he was bad, but he didn't look.
I don't
To
know.
be honest,
There was a whole Martinelli out there.
I'm not trying. Oh, Martinelli had chances though. Although he didn't take them as usual. But I'm not
That's what
trying
I'm
to blame
saying. I think,
Odegaard. I think Odegaard could have had a much better game, but he was
that's
just
fair.
completely overshadowed by Rice, and that's why you have teammates for. You're allowed to have a bad game. Not even just a normal game, but as long as other players stand up, nobody really gonna hold you too much. Now, if they had not won or they had lost, that would be more of a talking point. But Arsenal play together as a team. They have a right midfielder scoring goals up front. This is all down to Arteta's tactics. He's got this team playing really good football. Um, and Real Madrid just I think they underestimate them. They don't Real Madrid they have a plan of attack, but they don't do it consistently enough in big games, at least this season either. Like their clutch factor not really showing up. They're getting beaten by Villarreal's and Barcelona keeps spanking them. Uh Against who did they knock out? Was it Man City? Against Man City. They showed up that game, but they did not play even half as well as they did against this Arsenal team, and
I think there was a lot.
that's
I do on that point. I do think while I can't say 100% certainty that they underestimated him, I do think there was some shades of underestimation in there because, to your point on the Man City match, they were a lot up for the game, much more than it seemed like they were today. Um, and so I think on the side note, I do think that a lot of what has that to do with is due to the fact that we it's been a rivalry the last couple of years between them, and especially in the Champions League. You really went back to back to back. They knock us out, we knock them out, win. They knock us out, win. So it's like that's the
yeah,
with
it's
that being there,
definitely
you can understand the emotion
yeah.
that exists. So they had a reason to be up. Like I know for a fact once it was sure once it was sure that we were gonna face them, I'm sure that was circled. I mean, I know I circled it on our side, being a fan and whatnot, knowing full well that even though this season we've been trash, it's probably gonna end up in a loss. It's just like there's hope because why couldn't there be? I'm a City fan at the end of the day, but
I think
back.
definitely they didn't want they could not let you guys knock them out two in a row. Like they were like, no, we must win this game. We got to play well. They're doing the best. But against Arsenal, I think the game plan was more just play your normal game. You get your chance, you score. But then those two free kicks went, and then it's hard to see them coming back from that.
I mean, you should have taken your chances earlier, and like I think that's a fair game plan, and that isn't to say they didn't get chances, but hey, when they
Yeah,
show up,
and
you gotta take them.
Courtois was saving them too, as usual. Defense, they were. It could have been worse. It could have been worse for them. Marino scoring against them is just like
That was a sweet goal too.
it's just it's just like yo, like what are you? Like, how did that? How is this happening? Like, you guys are getting cooked right now. But also, I don't think they can believe it. I know they're just sitting. If they probably made it home by now, but the entire time, the bus from the stadium, I know they went straight to the airport. The bus ride from the airport, it was just silent, just looking at each other. Probably some fighting too. Like,
No, definitely some fighting. Yeah,
yeah,
that
I don't
Kamavinga got a red card, bro. Kamavinga got a red card so stupidly,
frustration.
so
Like,
stupidly.
he was already suspended for the next leg, but like to get a red card, just
Well,
be
I
a
don't think it
bummer.
carries. I think because due to the, I don't think it carries over due to the nature of the us being in a knockout stages at this point. So I think it's just he's just gone for the next leg, and then he should be back by the
Back on
time
the next one.
the next round. I believe so. Don't quote me on that though. We'll have to look it up, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. 'Cause I'm pretty sure that's how it works in the like you wouldn't be suspended. Well, I may
Yeah,
be wrong.
I don't
We'll look
know.
that up. But looking forward to next week, right? As I mentioned earlier, the second leg is going to be at the Bernabeu. Do you think this gives Real Madrid any chance at turning it around? I mean, something that's already in their favor with this new format. There is no away goal rule, so it is just straight up 3-0. I mean, it was a thing in a way, so it doesn't matter at this point. But that's something they don't have to worry about. So it's straight up 3-0. They score three while keeping a clean sheet. I mean, score four while keeping a clean sheet. You win outright. Score three while keeping a clean sheet. Extra time.
If there's any team that could come back from 3-0, it's probably Real Madrid. But to me, if Arsenal play, even they don't even have to play as good. Well, they will. They have nothing else to play for. They're going to play as good as they did this game. The only thing is Madrid going to take their chances to even get up to that 3-0 berth. And I just don't see it happening. I don't see Arsenal not scoring again. Of course, I only saw them scoring one goal this entire throughout these two legs, but I don't see them capitulating again. Like, it surely not, right? 3-0. So what? They're gonna lose 3-0 or 4-0 or 4-1 to force overtime.
Hmm.
I think I've done enough Arsenal doubting all season. I'm just gonna give them. I'm just not gonna doubt them this for this one game. I'm not gonna doubt them. Now, if they fail me and somehow throw away a 3-0 lead, even though it's at the Bernabeu, I probably will never back them ever again in this life. Just saying, like Arsenal. Um, they have said even at 1-0, I thought, okay, if this game ends 1-0, that's the perfect setup for Real Madrid to either draw the game or lose 1-0, even 2-0, and come back in the second leg. But to win 3-0, that's like that's almost overcomable. And Real Madrid really have to they have to like play one of the best games they've ever played in the Champions League. Like in recent history, they have to win by 3 goals against this team that has nothing else left but to don't concede 3 goals. This is one of the best defensive teams in Europe. All they have to do is not concede three in 90 minutes, and they're into the semifinals. And I don't see them failing to do that. It's a very simple ask. They already have
Oh,
the
I wouldn't say simple. It is Real Madrid on the other side.
well, I mean, it's this the same Real Madrid that just lost 3-0. The same Real Madrid that lost 4-1 to was it Real Sociedad or Villarreal over the
You're
weekend?
right.
You
You're
know, it's the
right.
same
You're
Real
right.
Madrid that was spanked by teenagers 8-2 over 2 different games in El Clasicos.
All right, you make a good point. For me, I don't. I also find it tough to believe that Arsenal won't be able to come to pull this out, especially with the lead that they have currently. Um, what I will say is I do think that there's a good chance that I do think there's a good chance that Real Madrid does make this a go to extra time. But I do believe Arsenal will ultimately come out on top. So The next week's match is definitely a must see, must watch for sure. For sure. It's going to be as electric. Absolutely electric. But that is for next week.